ready to start a new batch of sunflower shoots. I like to use the large fake terracotta, actually made out of plastic trays like this. It's fine to use the smaller ones too. I'm going to fill the tray with fresh growing mixture. This is pretty much standard growing soil. And I'm going to fill the tray almost to the top. And get rid of a few of these shoots that haven't decomposed yet. And try to get the soil that's already broken down. I flatten out the soil like this. And then I take about 2 big handfuls of in-hull black sunflower seeds. I got these from Jaffe Brothers. There are also other sources where you can get the seeds. So I take a big handful and I fill about half the tray and I try to spread them evenly. And I take another big handful and fill the other side of the tray. And the spacing is important. You don't want to crowd them, but you want to get a good amount. So sometimes I add a few more, try to fill in where there's extra space. So you want an abundant crop. Now, this soil was already pretty moist, but we still need to take a spray hose and moisten the seeds all the way around. So now we're going to go to the sink and do that. Okay, I have this hose hooked up to our utility sink, and since the soil was already moist, I'm going to set it to mist, and I'm going to just mist the top of the seeds like this to moisten them. If the soil was on the dry side, I would have set it to shower and gotten a heavier stream of water to really soak it through. But you don't want so much water so that it's spilling over. You just want it to be moist all the way around. So the next step is to set these to sprout. So we're going to set this flat of seeds to rise in this plastic bin here that I'm going to cover. So first what I'm going to do is put the large flat of seeds in the bottom here of the bin. I'm going to cover it with an empty flat like this, and if you really want to get big production, you can fill 3 or 4 of these and just stack them on top of one another. But for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to do the one large flat and a smaller flat like this that I prepared. Some people find the smaller ones a little easier to use. So I'm going to put that one in next and cover it with this terracotta weight and a terracotta empty planter to give it a little more compression. And I'm going to cover the bin, and hopefully when we come back in about 5 days, the sprouts will be about 1.5 inches tall, and we'll take it from there. Okay, our sprouts have been growing very nicely now for several days. About every 2 days I've watered them, as I demonstrated with a small watering can around the edge. And I've also taken the spray jar of water and sprayed the tops, and then have picked off most of the little black hulls. Now you can see that the ones that have been in the windowsill are a little bit longer and a little more spindly, and a little bit lighter shade of green. I'm not sure why that is or what the nutritional implications are, but as a result of that, they've grown a little quicker, and actually the ones in the window, these have just gotten southern sunlight, and these have been under the grow light, so they've had the direct light right on top of them, so they've grown a little bit straighter up. And I'm going to leave those in the window for about another day. But these are ready to harvest. base of the sprouts is ready to be recycled and mixed back into the growing mixture. Take the remainder here, the base of the shoots, and dump them back into our bin of growing mixture. Just flip the whole flat over like that, and then we're going to cover the old shoots up with the fresh dirt, and that'll get recycled back into the growing mix, and we'll be able to reuse it to grow our next batch of shoots.